Hello human beings, welcome back to the Manga Sloth. Welcome to September's reading log, brought to you by October. As always, this is where I give a little more insight to manga and manga that we read, and give you a little more spoilers and idea of what a manga is about. Just a little more than just showing it and then moving on like in a haul. And I do not show everything that we have read. Most of the time I show things that are different, or I feel that are off the beaten path a little bit. Not your everyday Bleach, Naruto, One Piece, things that everybody sees all the time. Just trying to keep it fresh. And like always, please remember to like, comment, subscribe. It helps out me and the channel so much. And if you're ever interested in buying some sweet, cheap manga, make sure you use my affiliate link down below for Right Stuff Anime. Go get yourself some cheap, good manga, and all proceeds go back to you. Alright, let's get in close and let's start talking about some manga. Hello people, MangaSloth Handcam time. We're gonna do this close-up version where you can see everything nice and close. You get a good look at the art and the cover, spine, back. People seem to like this way, so if you like it, let me know. If you don't, let me know. So first up, I got Berserk of Gluttony. I read volume 1, 2, and 3 this month, and it's just one of those ones that I've walked past a bunch of times, and I've picked up every once in a while. It's in a specific place on the shelves by Berserk, obviously in the B's. So I read volume 1, and I liked it enough, and I went and got 2 and 3 and read those, and that is all that's out right now. Berserk is focusing on this character, this main character here, and his name is Fate Graphite. That is a weird name, but at least it's easier to remember than a lot of other ones. And he lives in a world where people have powers, magic, spells, abilities, things like that, but also they have stats like a video game, attack, defense, magic, stuff like that. And he's weak and doesn't have much of any stat at all. He just has a special ability called Gluttony, and his ability gets activated when he kills. And one day he finishes off some person defending a castle, so not exactly on purpose, and it activates his special ability, Gluttony, and then it just starts going downhill from there for this poor kid. It's he just has this unstoppable hunger that he cannot quench. This gluttony just keeps going and going and going, and it needs more and more from him. If he kills a goblin, a dragon, anything, he gains all of their stats. So if they have 10 million attack, he gains 10 million attack, and it goes to his stats. And the higher his stats are, the more hungry he'll be, and the more he'll need to kill to quench his hunger for this skill. And it just that just gives you a little idea about it. It feels very different, their approach to the stats video gamey type feel, but it also doesn't feel like a video game. So I've really enjoyed this one, and I'm gonna keep reading it. This was a nice find. Okay, we got Toilet Bound Hanako-kun. This is more of a well-known series now, but I'm just bringing it up here just for a second. I have read 1, 2, and 3, and I have not included it in the reading logs. This series focuses around this kid who is a spirit that obviously occupies a toilet, and this girl finds them, and they start this journey in this school with all these different spirits that occupy certain areas and stuff like that. And then, you know, got a lot of side characters and stuff happening. It's pretty cool. The art is decent. The story is not blowing me away, but that doesn't mean it's not good. It's just a nice, decent read. I do like the color pages. They do accentuate the art and make it look better. I've only read to number 3 because I stopped there. I do have 5 through 10 or something, but I do not have number 4, so I'm not going to be reading it until I can find a volume 4. Next we have Giant Spider and Me, Volume 3. The wife read 1, 2, and 3 of this, and that is complete. This is a complete series at 3, and it follows this girl and obviously this giant spider, and it's a super cute series. The art is good. It's very calming, relaxing, and it's pretty enjoyable. And she definitely said she was not happy it ended at 3. It could have went longer, and that just shows that it's good, and you want a series to go on if you think it is good. And this girl is super cute and cooks for this giant spider. Though I will say this giant spider is cute, but if it was a non-anime manga giant spider and you were close to it, it would look freaking gross. and pretty scary. Next up, I read My Status as an Assassin obviously exceeds the heroes. Another book that I just did not know anything about, and I kind of went into it blind. I do have 3 volumes of this, and I read all 3, and I think that's all that's out right now. This one is an isekai. I've been dabbing into the isekais a little more recently and kind of cherry picking some. This one was pretty good. It felt different enough, you know, the isekai genre. This kid's brought to a world, and he's brought with his class, and that's not exactly different either. He's actually not shown as the hero of the story. Another kid in his class is the hero and has higher stats than him, has higher stats than anyone else, and has like hero stats. But he obviously exceeds the hero. He is more powerful and stronger than the hero, and it's showing him now leveling up and stuff, and he was brought to the world with a like maxed skill of like an assassin, so like the ability to not be seen or sensed. So he's been able to do things that are a bit crazy. And then also we got a lot of bad things happening in the kingdom. They're not particularly nice people that summoned them. So it's getting pretty interesting now, and I'm actually enjoying this quite a bit. Next we got I'm Standing on a Million Lives. I've seen this for such a long time, it feels like, and I finally picked it up. I read volume 1 and 2, and I'm gonna be honest, people, I do not like this, and I'm dropping it. Boop. It is being dropped at volume 2. I could maybe be pressured into reading more if people say it's great or it gets better or something. I mean, that's the common things most people say with anything, but boy, is it slow, and I'm gonna be honest, it's boring. It is boring. I did not like this very much. I really thought I was gonna like it. I mean, I'm Standing on a Million Lives. This kid, this artwork, I mean, like, he looks like a freaking awesome farmer kid or something, and the art's pretty good. It just it was just so slow. It just felt so slow and boring. Maybe it's an awesome series, but it's just not the series for me, I don't think. This kid was brought to another world with a couple kids in his class already being in that world, and they like spin a wheel almost. You get like an occupation of whatever the wheel lands on, and his lands on farmer first, and then it changes to chef and other stuff like that. So he's getting these different kind of skills. The progression just doesn't feel there for me. It feels very slow, if there is any. I mean, he just dies over and over and over again, not in an exciting way, if that makes sense. You can die, but if someone in your party's still alive, you can wait 30 seconds or something, and then you get revived and something like that. It just doesn't feel exciting for me, and I don't like it very much. But let me know what you think if you have read this or watched it. Now here's one that everybody can love. Land of the Lustrous, volume 11. Now this was an awesome volume I read this month. Really cool series. Very different than anything I've ever read. It follows the main character, Phos, if I'm saying that correctly, and she's a gem. A lot of the main characters are gems, and their names are the gem names, so Diamond, Sapphire, things like that. And I'm gonna be honest, it's actually going to be a chore to try to explain much of this series to anybody. It's so different and so weird and so cool. To give you an idea, the main character is a gem, and she wants to know what is beyond her world, but where they live, you just see all these gems and a monk type person, and these creatures come from the sky, and they look very weird, and they are trying to attack them and take them back with them, and then they disappear, and they just randomly keep popping up. So these gems spend their whole lives doing that, and it's not 10, 20 years, it's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years, and the art style of this is very different. It is very cool. I love artwork. I love good artwork, detailed artwork. But one thing I love also is artwork that is different. And this artwork is different and very enjoyable. A really awesome series. Super cool. Next up, we read The Girl Without a Face. Very, very weird book. I've seen this a few times and picked it up. and this is a one-shot. Me and the wife read it, and we liked it. It was good. But I'll be honest, I was going in expecting something different. So if you're going to read this, or you want to read this, you might want to skip ahead a little bit, because it will be spoiling a little bit, just like everything else, but not enough that it will ruin the story for you. So I was thinking this was going to be a little more creepy and on the weirder side of like the creepy spectrum, but it's not. It's a wholehearted, heartwarming, super cute book, and I was not expecting that at all. It follows these two characters, and they are in love, and they love each other, and it's their lives of him enjoying each other's company and how much they love each other and how happy and excited she is about him and he is about her. And it kind of has short stories that all kind of mesh into one about their daily lives and stuff like that, and how they work together, and how he lives with her not having a face but also loves her for it, and all that kind of stuff. Really cute and nice read. I'd recommend this for someone who just wants a nice one shot, read a whole story, enjoy it, and nice and relaxing. Speaking of nice and relaxing and calming books, Fist of the North Star Volume 2. I read this one this month. Boy oh boy, these are really enjoyable. In no way is this the greatest thing I've ever read. It does not come close, but it's so good that it just commands a presence when you finally get it. These beautiful hardcovers and spines look great, and the artwork is just awesome. So much action. I mean, just so much action. They're so quick. They're such quick reads, not because they're just empty and full of nothing going on. It's because they have so much action and awesomeness just happening. You're like, man, I gotta flip the page. What's happening next? You got some sweet colored pages in these, which looks freaking sweet. And then you got like the orange shaded pages, kind of like JoJo has. What a great series. I'm real excited that SIG is printing these and allowing them to come out in these nice hardcovers so that everyone can enjoy them. Really fun ride. It follows the main character, which is this guy here, and he's in the world is in almost an apocalyptic state. There's gangs, marauders, bad guys, groups, just everything bad around, and he's traveling the land and he's helping people out wherever he goes and stopping bad people, and he's also encountering high level opponents like this guy on the cover that have certain styles to their fighting just like him, and just so much is going on, and it's just all over the place, but it's a good thing. Really awesome. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe. Like I always say, it helps me out a ton. Comment below if you've read any of these this month, or you have different opinions from me from any of these, and let me know what you read this month, and let's have a chat down below. Also remember, you can check me out in my Discord, link down in the description. Come over there and chat with me, post some pictures of your collection, talk with other manga sloth and manga enthusiasts. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all next time.